My all Detroit Red Wings theme team has gotten some massive upgrades, and in today's video, I'm going to be trying them out for the first time in Hut Champs. With Team of the Season officially out, a lot of players are getting some big upgrades, but unfortunately for me, none of them are Detroit Red Wings. So instead of spending my resources on all of the cards that you see here, I went ahead and made some cards I didn't initially plan on making, and that starts with the 93 overall icon Gordie Howe. Now I have made it very clear, I do not think the icons are worth it this year. They have done a terrible job with the upgrades and the progression of these cards. And truthfully, Gordie isn't the only icon on my team. You know that I have a couple of others, but it did feel kind of weird not having a Gordie Howe on my all Detroit Red Wings team. I went ahead and made his icon, even though he's on the Hartford Whalers. I have yet to play a game with this card, but he has 93 acceleration, and if I could somehow get acceleration boost on, that would go up to 96. As for my number one center, it's still the Henrik Zetterberg Titans card that you got from Doing the Moments. I don't see a scenario where this card ever leaves my team, but I am looking for a new number one center. Having somebody with 99 faceoffs and really good skating would be really important in my opinion. Next to Henrik Zetterberg and Gordie Howe is the 92 overall Warp Speed Mike Modano with that 99 speed and acceleration, free gold wheels. Yeah, this card's not going anywhere. He may not have been a Red Wing for a long time, but that card is sick. Now, another huge new addition to the team is the 93 overall cover athletes Vladimir Tarasenko. Truth be told, he's not having the best first season as a Detroit Red Wing. It's actually been pretty disappointing. However, with the re-release of the cover athlete cards, this upgraded Tarasenko looks pretty damn good, and I can't wait to try him out. My number two center is that 89 overall Gallery of Greats Steve Yzerman. He has 99 faceoffs, 99 slapshot accuracy and power, free off the rush and quick draw, and he's my favorite player of all time, so he's got to be on the team. Next to Stevie Y is the XP Dylan Larkin. In my opinion, the best XP card that's been released so far. 96 speed, 95 excel. This card is sweet. I do feel like they've dropped the ball with the XP cards since the release of this Dylan Larkin. On to line number 3, where we have that 91 overall Lucas Raymond. I've had him for a little bit now. I have played some games with him. You've seen him in action in the past. And a big shout out to Lucas Raymond. I love watching him play, and it looks like he's going to be a star for the Detroit Red Wings. My third line center is that Pius Suter. I only played that one game with him. You saw him in action in his debut. And he's pretty cool. You know, he's not perfect. Good skating on him. 93 faceoffs. I needed the help down the middle, and he definitely fills that spot. And playing next to Pius Suter is a Luke Robitaille card that I got my hands on in a random pack. 94 acceleration, 92 speed on an 88 overall card. Lucky Luke, again, was not on the team for a long time, but he definitely makes the team better. And on to line 4, where we actually have another big addition. The Red Wings legend, Daniel Alfredsson. Sens fans, don't hate me. Danny A has been added to the team after I got him out of one of my upgrade packs. Right, you trade in the 86s for 89s and the 89s for 91s or whatever. Well, guess what? I pulled Daniel Alfredsson and I said, screw it, I'm just going to keep him. So I have yet to play a game with him, but he is here on the fourth line. My fourth line center is that 87 overall Marcel Dion. Had him for a little bit. And next to him is the Johnny Busick you saw in the last episode of this as well. So there's a full look at my offense. It's definitely been improved. The additions of Gordie Howe, Vladimir Tarasenko, and that Danny A, all really helpful. And now for the defense. Not a ton of changes here. We started off with the ASP 93. He's been here since December, and he's not going anywhere. And next to him is that Nick Lidstrom, who has still yet to receive an upgrade, still stuck at a 90. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to the icons. They're just so inconsistent with the upgrades. Doesn't make any sense. After Nick Lidstrom, we do have a new addition, and that's going to be the 92 overall Hut Champs Moritz Seider. I did end up getting this card. Obviously, I didn't get top 100. I'm not good enough for that. But I cannot wait to add Moritz Seider to the team. I've yet to play a game with him. Next to Mo is that Paul Coffey from the Gallery of Greats. 92 speed and acceleration, free tape-to-tape, and elite edges. And the third line D pair, we've got that Chris Chelios at a 90. Still stuck at a 90. Love to see him get an upgrade. And he's playing next to the 6'6" Simon Edvinsson. Fun fact, I was at the game where Simon Edvinsson scored his first career goal, and I love watching this guy play. I think he has a ton of potential to be a legit number 1 in the NHL. As for the goalies, we got Cam Talbot and Terry Sawchuk, but I'm thinking about trying someone new today. The new XP card, Evgeny Nabokov. Now, hear me out, he didn't actually ever play a game for the Detroit Red Wings. However, he was actually a member of the team for a very brief amount of time. You see, Nabokov had signed a contract with the Detroit Red Wings, but in order for Detroit to be able to use him, he had to go through waivers. and he was picked up on waivers. And while he may have never played a game for the Detroit Red Wings, I am going to consider him a member of the team. He wanted to be in Detroit. He signed in Detroit, and he never got that opportunity. That was snatched away with him. So I'm going to use him on my all Detroit Red Wings team and give him that shot, and let's see how he plays backstopping the team that you see here. In terms of synergies, we have 2 defensemen, playmaking forward, agility boost, and offensive defenseman active. Actually, me putting Evgeny Nabokov in removes the defensive boost synergy, so that kind of sucks. We're also 1 off of pinpoint shooting boost and sniper forward, so we have a lot of room here for synergies to improve. And in terms of abilities, Dylan Larkin has wheels and born leader. Tarasenko has puck on a string and unstoppable force. Simon Edvinsson with elite edges. ASP with elite edges. Mo Seider with shutdown. Mike Modano with wheels and elite edges. Henrik Zetterberg with born leader. Lucas Raymond with puck on a string. Gordie Howe has close quarters, truculence, and total eclipse. Of course, they're all free. Chelios has shutdown and thunderclap for free. Nick Lidstrom has quick pick and elite edges for free. Paul Coffey with elite edges and tape to tape for free. And Steve Eisman with quick draw and off the rush for free. That is the team I'm going to be using in this upcoming game of Hut Champs, where the Champs player this week is Al Iafrate, and I'm just not super interested. I'm likely going to stop at like 8 or 9 wins to make sure I get some packs instead of the Iafrate. I'm never going to use him on my All Wings team because, well, he never played for Detroit. Without further ado, it is time for the debut of Gordie Howe, Vladimir Tarasenko, Moritz Seider, and Daniel Alfredsson, as well as the Red Wings debut of Evgeny Nabokov. Let's get into this. We have our game. It's NHL Marlowe 12. Didn't get a great look at what his squad is looking at. He actually found the game super quickly, so I wasn't quite set up for that. But let's get into this. Wish me luck. Let's see how this goes. The debuts of Gordie Howe and Tarasenko and all these guys. It should be fun. Wish me luck. I'm probably going to need it. And here's Gordie Howe with the puck. Gets it to Zetterberg. Zetterberg to Lidstrom. Across. ASP with a shot that's blocked. Gordie Howe picks it up. Howe shot saved by Jordan Binnington in net. Don't see that very often. ASP with a steal. Still has it. Gets it to not Lidstrom is where I wanted to go for the D-to-D. That didn't work out. Zach Werenski the other way. He's got those L2s working. All right. Nabokov, hey. First career save as a Red Wing. Vladdy Tarasenko with the puck. He has the wrong number on. Okay, that's fine. You know, it is what it is. Tarasenko with it. Shot. Oh my, that goes just wide. Good chance there. Seider, shot. Saved by Binnington. Feel like we're doing all right so far. We're only a few minutes in. I'm going to try a push here, see if we can get a one-timer. I don't have the highest face-off rate. No, I don't need a one-timer. Robitaille with the shot. Didn't go. Raymond with it now. We do have full pressure. See if we can get something going here with Raymond. Come on. I want to find the back of the net here. This is a good opportunity for us. Lidstrom with it. Cut down low. Maybe a D-to-D. Lucas Raymond can't get the D-to-D off, and it's saved by Binnington, and we can't get the dunk there, unfortunately. Raymond. Across. Oh my god, a great job by this guy to lay down and block that pass. A really good opportunity. And unfortunately, that puck ends up leaving the zone. We've had our chances so far. Shots are 4-1. Feel like we're playing pretty well. Here's Gordie Howe with the puck. Gordie unable to get through. And he picks up the puck anyways. Shot! Oh my, I thought that was in. I thought that was in for sure. Binnington turns around and gets a glove on it. Good face-off win by Zetterberg. Coffey gets bumped. And it's going to be Ovi. I wonder if that's the 99 Ovi. Either way, whatever Ovi it is, he gets around Seider, and a good save there from Evgeny Nabokov in his debut. Still weird for me to be saying that, but, you know, he deserves it. Zetterberg in. Zetterberg! That one doesn't go either! Oh my goodness, we've had so many chances, and this Jordan Binnington has been stonewalling us. Tarasenko short-handed here. Nabokov made a couple small saves. No real crazy chances so far for him on this power play. Senko, shot! And in his debut, Vladimir Tarasenko rips it past Binnington to make it 1-0. That is why you get Vladimir Tarasenko. I wish he did more of this in real life. Senko walks into the slot and just rips it. He has puck on a string. I don't know how that really affected the goal with puck on a string, but either way, gets it by Binnington. Big 1-0 lead so far. That shot's deflected and goes just wide. Lucas Raymond there on the doorstep. ASP to Lidstrom. That was a bomb. I don't know what happened to the puck. I thought it was blocked, but it ends up going to Binnington anyways. Either way, big save, and it could be like 4 or 5-0 at this point. We've been dominating. Unfortunately, nothing really happening on the PP here. We're trying. Here comes Stevie Y. He's got a couple players with him here. And an easy poke from Severson. And I just can't get anything going here on the power play. This guy's defense is pretty solid. Here he comes the other way. No longer on the PP, and he was about to go for a wrap, it looks like. Gonna have to be careful of that in the future. We did end up taking a trip trying to block it. All right, that's the end of the period. I didn't even realize we were at the end, but we do have a 1-0 lead heading into the second. So far, so good. I just realized I'm wearing my Spitfire jerseys instead of my Griffins jerseys. I don't know why I switched that out. Normally, I wear Grand Rapids Griffins jerseys. In the future, I'll make sure to switch to Detroit Red Wings jerseys for these videos. Here's a look at the stats after one. Pure domination in terms of TOA. Other stats are pretty similar. He's thrown the body a lot, but that's because he hasn't had the puck. Here's a look at our opponent's squad, and he definitely has a good one. That OV is the 99 OV. He's got 91 Fantasy Severson. He's got the Team of the Season McKinnon and McDavid and Kucherov. That goalie is Jordan Binnington, and it's the 92. Wish me luck here in the second, but so far, so good. With all these players, with all these, like, high skating stats and high stats all across the board, I almost put that puck in my own net. I gotta be careful, right? We don't have the fastest defense with that Nick Lidstrom, Chris Chelios, Simon Edvinsson. They are not fast players, and that's going to lead to a lot of opportunities for the opponent. Luckily for us, he takes a trip, Zach Werenski going off, and we have a power play to start the second period. Lucas Raymond in. Lucas Raymond gets all the way through. Goes forehand, backhand, and roofs it. And we have a 2-0 lead. Able to split the D there and just get in enough on Binnington. It's a big goal for us to take that 2-goal lead. Let's see if we can hang on to it. Wasn't able to get there, but a big save by Nabokov. Keeps it a 2-goal game. I was just talking about the defense struggling to keep up, and that was part of it right there, but luckily we got bailed by Nabokov. There's a shot, saved, the rebound goes wide, and we're going to clear that puck even though he has full pressure. This is getting a little hairy now. Guys getting some chances. Here's Tarasenko. See if we can maybe get back on the board and just make this game ours for sure. However, this guy is all over us. Guy's not a bad player. He does take another trip there, and we're going back on the power play. We need to capitalize on this one. Sider, back to Eisman. My team is tired out there, unfortunately. So even though we have the power play, it's not like our guys are fresh. It's not like we have a ton of energy. See if we can send it across for the D-to-D. He read that perfect, and he's going to be gone. I'm going to have to fake the flying poke. Hopefully, it just screws him up a little bit, and it does. Nabokov gets a glove on it, and it's still a 2-0 game. Unfortunately, we don't capitalize on that PP, and here he comes the other way. Good poke by Simon to disrupt the play. This guy's getting a lot of chances now, though. He is starting to get in our zone and make us suffer. So let's get back on the board with Luc Robitaille, and he scores! Luc Robitaille on the backhand gets in on the goalie, and Jordan Binnington has no answer. He has paused the game. He may quit. That might be it for the game. I don't know. I feel like it's been really close. I don't know if I'm quitting in this situation, and he's not. He's calling a timeout, but Luc Robitaille makes it a 3-0 game. Robitaille using that speed and excel to get around the D, and Binnington just not able to track him on the backhand. We're up by 3. Let's keep it going. Oh my, we have an opportunity, a 2-on-0. Yeah, he's going to fake the flying poke. I thought he was going to take the pass there. He just kind of stood still. We make it 4-0, and we are starting to run away with it here. A 2-on-0, of course we're going to score on that. And there's a goal. Unfortunately, he does break Nabokov's shutout. It's 4-1. I couldn't stop the CC there, and that was some speed being used there. Hard to stop him. He's skating in, doing my best there, but I just couldn't pick up that puck with Moritz Seider. It's back to a 3-goal game. Uh-oh. OV in, and a save by Nabokov. And, man, I don't know. I may have found the goalie. Another power play opportunity goes by as Nabokov just stones Ovi. And then he scores anyways. Nabokov made one big save. He didn't make that one on the team of the season, Connor McDavid. That 99 Ovi causing some chaos. And just like that, it's a 2-goal game. We were shorthanded here. I tried to get the stick in, but obviously that did not work out. Nabokov couldn't get the puck, and the game was a lot closer than it was a few minutes ago. Madonna with a steal. And this could be big. Madonna in on the backhand. Oh my god, he roofed it. And just like that, the 3-goal lead is restored once again. Using those edges to get in on the goalie and make him second-guess himself, and that is a big goal. We really needed that. 35 seconds to play here in the second. We have a 3-goal lead. I'm hopeful that we can hang on to this lead heading into the third, and hang on to the lead in the third as there is another trip, and we're going back on the power play. All right, that puck is going to get cleared, and we're going to head into the third with a 3-goal lead. Here's a look at the stats after, too. We're still leading in TOA. Still have a lead in shots. Lots of penalties so far this game. Going through the rest of our opponent's squad, he's got Bobby Orr. He's got the Team of the Year MVP. 96, Laura Stacy. He's got the XP Kachuk. He does have the Champs Moritz Sider. And Quinn Hughes is, of course, the Team of the Season. The guy's team is sick. What can I say? Let's see if we can hold him off here in the third. Zetterberg's in. Zetterberg to the backhand, and he roofs that one as well, as Binnington is not tracking the forehand backhand. That's another power play goal, and we have a 4-goal lead. Good poke by Madonna. Stick lift by Madonna, and he gets possession. And this Madonna card is just so good. Here's Gordie Howe working down low. He's just waiting for me to go to the point. I'm not really using the point much this game, so he can stay up there all he wants. I'm leading by 4. You gotta chase me. You gotta come get this puck. Take it from me, man. Hanging out by the point, waiting for me to pass it there. It's not happening. Stevie Y in. Can't get the Datsuk to go. Uh-oh, Sundin is in. Sider's not going to get there, but Nabokov makes the save. You know, the forehand backhand's working for us. It's not working for our opponent. It's a good day when that stuff happens to you. Another big save by Nabokov, and we may have found a Tendi. Who knows? If Nabokov actually played for Detroit back in the day, they could have done pretty well in that season, you know? Oh, that one goes in from far out. Yikes. Nabokov's going to want that one back. Brady Kachuk brings it in. Gets to the top of the circle and just throws it on goal. I don't even think Nabokov was screened there. It's a real weak one to give up. That's a tough one. All right, this game is not over. Yikes. 9:57 to play. We're up by 3. We got to hang on to this lead. I'm hopeful, but that one made me nervous. That's another one like that. This is going to be a real interesting third period. Oh my, Johnny Busick. What a save by Jordan Binnington. And Eisman dunks it to go ahead and give us the victory. That was a shorthanded goal. Steve Eisman on the dunk. You got to do it in Hut Champs. That's probably the game. We might not have the best team, right? Our team's nothing compared to this guy. But we are out-skating them, out-chancing them, and when that happens, you're probably going to win these games, you know what I mean? It just goes to show you don't necessarily need all these Team of the Season players, right? You can have all the 99s you want. Here's 99 Ovi, gets it to Matthews, but when you have someone like Evgeny Nabokov in net, you know, you can steal a couple games. Raymond tacks on another for good measure. We're going to walk away with a 5-goal victory in this game. Well-deserved. And a great debut for Vladimir Tarasenko getting a goal. I think Gordie Howe had an assist in this one. And all around, a really good game for Evgeny Nabokov, even though we let in that real weak one. Your final stats in this game, well, he actually ended up scoring one more goal there right at the end on a breakaway from Mario Lemieux. But we had a 5-minute lead in TOA. We had a lead in shots. We didn't win as many faceoffs as this guy. But in the end, I think it was a really good game for us. Vladimir Tarasenko did indeed have that goal, and here's Gordie Howe here, who had that assist. Alfredson only got on the ice for 1:25, but it was a good 1:25. And Evgeny Nabokov makes 19 saves in his Detroit Red Wings debut. Let me know down below if you want me to keep using him or not. I know he's not technically a Red Wing, like he never played a game, but he was on the roster for like 14 hours. Here's one more look at our opponent's squad. He has a really good team, like a really good team. We're able to beat him. But damn, that's a solid squad. Good for this guy. I'd love to get my hands on some of these players. But instead, we're using the all Red Wings squad. Let me know down below what you think of my team. Every little bit, I'm going to be adding some new players to this team. I'm going to be making anyone that comes out for the squad. And I'm always looking to upgrade, right? Doesn't matter. Hey, we have this 87 Evanson. Give me an 89 and I'll put him on the team. Every card on my team is either bound or untradeable, but I am willing to get some tradable players as long as the price is right. I would suspect this is probably going to be the end of Marcel Dion here on the 4th line, as hopefully I'm able to get myself a real good center and move everyone down one, so that way we have that top line set. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I have that 89 Stevie Y. I don't want to get rid of this card because he has 99 draws and I already have him, and I feel like it'd be a waste of coins. But if there's any other cards that you think I should be adding, like maybe someone on defense, let me know. Anyways, guys, I'm getting out of here. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the channel with another video. But for now, I'm gone. Big shout out to our opponent in this game. Good game, buddy. And I'll see you guys very soon with another team update and some more NHL gameplay. Anyways, y'all, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.